Om 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 Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Sri Matre Namaha. Priyatma Bandhulara, Mano, we have been talking about the various avenues available for 12th passed candidates, and we have covered so far some few points. I think we have covered about 19 points. Now, today I am going to cover courses for biology group students, that is PCB subjects, that is physics, chemistry, and biology subjects. B Pharmacy. B Pharmacy course is all about the pharmaceutical sector. It deals with the topics such as making medicines, chemicals involved in making of medicines, uses of medicines, etc. This course is 4 years long. After completing B Pharma, one may follow it up with the master's degree, M Pharma. Talking about job opportunities, pharmaceutical companies are the prime job providers. One may also get job in hospitals that hire chemists. Government sector jobs are also available for graduates, such as in government hospitals, as an officer in the drugs department, etc. Opening one's own shop is another option. A combination of B Pharma and M Pharma can also ensure you a job in research sector as well as teaching sector. Then BAMS. BAMS stands for Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery. If you want to become an Ayurveda doctor, BAMS course is for you. The course duration is 5.5 years. 4.5 years are dedicated towards classroom courses and rest 1 year towards internship. In comparison to MBBS and BDS programs, getting a seat in BAMS program is easier. And talking about career prospects, the future in this sector is all set to be bright. Take a look at the pace at which health tourism has been developing in the recent time. Ayurveda resorts and treatment evidently have played an effective role in developing health tourism. More and more people are trying out Ayurvedic treatment thanks to its rising popularity and lack of side effects. So it is safe to say that job opportunities will certainly increase with time. One may land job in private as well as government sector. Next is 5-year Pharma D. Pharma D is a unique course. Its name may sound similar to pharmacy course, but it has got more to it than just the elementary elements of pharmacy program. Pharma D can be said to be a mixture of B Pharma, M Pharma, as well as MBBS. Yes, this course got elements from all the above mentioned courses. This obviously means that the course duration will be pretty long, thanks to the enormous amount of study material that it consists of. The course duration is 6 years long. But job opportunities and career prospects are excellent. One may work abroad after doing this course. Pharma D graduates are valued more in Western countries than they are valued in India. Next is BSc Nursing. In healthcare sector, the demand for well-trained and qualified nurses is huge. The demand is increasing with time, but the supply, the number of qualified nurses graduating each year is not satisfying this demand. In short, qualified nurses are well valued and are rewarded well for their service. BSc Nursing course is 3 years long. It can be followed up with an MSc degree. There is a notion that this course is meant exclusively for girls, but it is not true at all. Male candidates too may pursue it. Ample amounts of jobs are available in both private as well as government sectors. Private as well as government hospitals are taken to recruit well-qualified nurses. BHMS. BHMS stands for Bachelor of Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery. This course deals with homeopathic medicines and procedures in detail. The course duration is 5.5 years. What makes this course valuable is the fact that there are still many people who rely on homeopathic medicine and treatment. So finding job in private hospitals won't be a problem for BHMS graduates. Next is Bachelor of Physiotherapy. Physiotherapy professionals are well valued in healthcare sector. They are required to help patients recover and rehabilitate from muscular injuries and physical injuries through non-surgical methods. The course duration is 4.5 years. 4 years are dedicated towards classroom studies and practical lessons. 6 months are dedicated towards internship. Talking about career prospects after graduation, one may take up job of a physiotherapist in private as well as government hospital. One may also start one's own venture. Other BSc courses. Some other BSc long courses that PCB group students may pursue are BSc Biochemistry, BSc Biology, BSc Physics, BSc Chemistry, BSc Environmental Science, BSc Biotechnology, BSc Nursing, BSc Occupational Therapy, BSc Physiotherapy, BSc Radiology, and BSc Bioinformatics, BSc Anthropology, BSc Microbiology, BSc Zoology, BSc Forensic Science, BSc Agriculture, BSc Pathology, BSc Speech Therapy, BSc Fisheries Science, BSc Horticulture, BSc Genetics, BSc Health Science and Nutrition, BSc Sports Science, BSc Audiology, BSc Botany, BSc Operation Theatre Technology, BSc Anesthesia and Operation Theatre Technology, BSc Medical Laboratory Technology. One may also follow up the above mentioned courses with an MSc degree also. That's it. Those were some good courses for which biology group students are eligible to apply for. Next, we will see some more diploma as well as certificate courses which both biology and mathematics group students may pursue. Diploma courses. Listed below are some job-oriented diploma courses which biology group students may pursue after 12th. Their duration may vary from 6 months to 1 year. Traditional diploma course may last even longer than the period mentioned above. Diploma in pharmacy, diploma in medical electronics, diploma in forestry, diploma in toxicology, diploma in interior designing, diploma in fashion designing, diploma in journalism and mass communication, diploma in yoga education, diploma in food science and nutrition, diploma in nursing, diploma in event management, diploma in general nursing and midwifery, diploma in operation theatre technology, diploma in medical laboratory technology, diploma in anesthesia technology. BUMS. BUMS stands for Bachelor of Urban Medicine and Surgery. It is a 4.5 years long professional course. After completing the course, graduate must also do an unpaid internship lasting a duration of 1 year. Thus, it makes 5.5 years to complete this course. Students who are unable to get admission in courses like MBBS, BDS, and BAMS may take up this course. On completing it, they will get the tag of the doctor. BASLP. BASLP stands for Bachelor of Audiology, Speech Language Pathology. It is a course that focuses on audiology, hearing disorders, auditory system, speech language therapy, hearing implants, etc. It is a 4-year-long course. After completing the course, graduates will have to do a 1-year-long internship program. Thus, in total, it takes 5 years to complete this course. After completing the course, graduates will be able to find a job in the following sectors: marketing of hearing implants, rehabilitation clinics for people suffering from hearing disorders, clinics and hospitals, special schools and educational institutes for children suffering from hearing disorders, and hearing aid manufacturing industries. Next is management courses. This is the 13th subhead, which provides, after 12th, avenues for pursuing further education. After 12th science biology group, students are also eligible to pursue management education. Many undergraduate level management programs are available, both degree and diploma. Here are some well-known degree courses: BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration; BMS, Bachelor of Management Studies; Integrated BBA plus MBA program, 5 years duration; BHM, Bachelor of Hotel Management, Retail Management Diploma; BBE, Bachelor of Business Economics; BBS, Bachelor of Business Studies; BIBF, Bachelor of International Business and Finance. Next, 14. Teaching and education courses. Such courses are commonly known under Teachers Training Course. Usually, BED is the most important course when it comes to this category of professional courses, and it can be pursued only after graduation, but there also exist some teaching-related courses which can be done right after 12th science biology group. They are BEIED, Bachelor of Elementary Education, 4 years long course; Diploma in Elementary Education; BPED, Bachelor of Physical Education; Primary Teachers Training course can follow it up with BED. Other degree courses. Biology group students are also eligible to pursue courses from other streams after 12th. Some examples of such courses are BCom, BA management courses. While selecting such a course, make sure that it is a relevant and useful one. Some such courses are BCom relevant specialization, BA relevant specialization, Bachelor of Social Work, aviation courses, BSc Air Hostess training, etc. Job-oriented courses that both technology and maths group students may pursue. Air hostess training. To become an air hostess, one has to undergo training. There are many private institutes providing diploma, degree, as well as certificate air hostess training courses. Duration may vary depending upon the program. Generally, it lasts about 1 to 2 years. If it is a well-paying job that you want, aviation courses like these will be of help. Next is event management courses. Event management course is very job-oriented. Certificate, diploma, as well as degree courses are available. When it comes to event management, course duration varies between 1 to 3 years, depending upon the program. Next is hospitality diploma courses. Hospitality sector is booming, and with it, the job opportunities associated with this field are also increasing. Degree, diploma, as well as certificate programs related to hospitality management are available as of now. A 4-year-long BHM, Bachelor of Hotel Management course, which would be the best one among all of these hospitality courses. Next is law. 12th science students are also eligible to study law from law schools. One has to choose to pursue it as an integrated law course lasting 5 years. For example, BSc LLB, BSc LLB, etc. That is BSc plus LLB and BBA plus LLB. This is how integrated course works. Law after graduation, 12th passed, graduation, then law, LLB. Law directly after 12th. 12th passed, integrated law courses, BA plus LLB. Talking about job opportunities, one may start working for law firms. After gaining experience, one may start private practice too. Next is animation, graphics, and multimedia. If you have the right set of skills, the field of animation and multimedia will help you build a successful career. This is a field that requires creativity if you want to thrive. Diploma courses lasting 1 to 2 years are offered by many institutes. Throughout India, BSc courses related to animation and multimedia lasting 3 years are also offered by many institutes across India. 12th pass science stream students may also go for BA Animation, and Multimedia course. Even though the course is from another stream, science students are eligible to study it. Next is Fashion Technology and Design. Institutes like NIFT, National Institute of Fashion Technology, is offering 4-year degree course in fashion technology. Also, there are a number of private institutes offering diploma as well as certificate courses too. In those cases, the typical course duration is between 1 to 2 years. Design related courses too could be pursued by students hailing from both groups, mathematics and biology. Next is journalism and mass communication. This course trains one to become a part of the media sector. Typical course offers programs related to news reporting, journalism, photography, and video shooting, anchoring, news presenting, etc. Diploma as well as degree courses are offered by many private mass communication institutes. Course duration varies between 1 to 3 years. Major media houses, print and digital offer ample job opportunities. BA in journalism and mass communication is another degree course being offered by many colleges in India. Even though it is an art stream subject, science students may also pursue it after 12th. Next is web development and designing. There are diploma as well as certificate courses offered by private institutes. Course duration varies depending upon the program. Usually they last between 6 months to 2 years. Web development sector is booming. MNCs and small businesses offer good number of job opportunities. One may also start freelancing, that is, start one's own web designing firm. Apart from traditional science stream courses, mathematics and biology group, and other job-oriented diploma, certificate, and computer courses, science stream pass students are also eligible to apply for and pursue commerce as well as art stream courses. Yes, many students and parents are unaware of this fact. A science stream student can pursue commerce stream courses like BCom, CA, that is Chartered Accountancy, Company Secretaryship courses, etc. Similarly, he or she may also pursue art stream courses like BA, Bachelor of Performing Arts, etc. If you want to switch your stream and pursue courses from other streams, you are very much eligible to do so. But note that the syllabus and study material will be totally new to you in college if you make a switch to upstream. So these are some of the courses that are available after 12th. Why I have taken pains to explain all this is many parents are not aware. They are aware of only engineering, medicine, and law, like that. Some popular courses. But otherwise, there are so many avenues like this. So I want parents to kindly listen to this, discourse and advise their children not to worry about making a career. Now, next question is, what are some alternatives to college that can lead to a fulfilling career, a decent wage, and allow for continued learning? My answer is, it could be in developing one of your innate talents like music, singing, acting, sculpting, writing, sports, photography, advertising, dubbing of voices, cooking, costume designing, event management, decoration, marriage, bureau running, matrimonial alliances of both among native Indians as well as NRIs with Indians, business, selling of financial products such as mutual funds, fixed deposits, shares, debentures, etc., export and import liaison, currency trading, selling foreign exchange, insurance products, selling for people and products, medical transcription services, liaison work related to tourism, travel insurance for life, transit insurance for products, goods and services, travel guidance, catering, marriage contracts, real estate agency, surveying, borewell digging, renting cranes and earth moving equipment, quarrying, supplying building and construction materials like timber, steel, sand, bricks, gravel, hardware items, electrical items, paints and colors, both exterior and interior design of houses, etc. So there are many avenues. One has to apply his mind or her mind to find out what is suitable, what they like, and pursue. So they should not get distorted. Now, now we will talk a little bit about engineering courses. What is the JEE main cutoff for NIT Warangal? Now, that is after 12th PCM, Physics, Chemistry and Mathematics, they are eligible for getting into engineering institutions like IITs, NITs, other engineering colleges, etc., which we have so far discussed. Now, what is the JEE main cutoff for NIT Warangal for admission? And the cutoff date will be released later. In the meantime, candidates can check the previous year's category-wise cutoff for JEE main for NIT Warangal from tables available from the Google. Candidates must note that JEE main cutoff for NIT Warangal is given applicable separately for candidates who are eligible for 50% home state quota and for those who are eligible for admission to 50% All India or other states quota. So we should understand that an NIT admits students from all over India, but 50% of the seats are reserved for the state in which the NIT is situated, and the rest 50% seats are distributed across all states of India. Now, there are some formulas based on which the government, allocates. So this one should understand. So NIT is a national institute. What should I know beforehand when entering first year engineering? This is a very good question. Somebody is asking. So my answer is till 10th and 12th completion, students have parental surveillance. After entering engineering, that is totally lacking. Many make mistakes and misuse of that unbridled freedom. They go into wrong companies. They think that they have achieved engineering seat by slogging for years. Now they generally tend to think that anyway they will become engineers just by spending 4 years and studying important questions just before exam. I want to digress here a little bit. When I studied engineering, it was a 5-year integrated course. And if a student does not pass or complete the first year engineering in 3 consecutive exams, that is March, September, March, he or she loses his or her seat. That means totally they become ineligible for studying engineering. But later on, somebody went to court and he brought a change in the criteria, which makes that once you qualify in an exam, you are bound to become an engineer. So many people are thinking that I will anyway become an engineer. So what is the need for being serious in studies? So when they are coming to these engineering colleges, as I said, it is now 4 years duration, and most of them, they think that they will become engineers just by spending 4 years and studying important questions just before exam. They try all new things like smoking, gambling, drugs, eve-teasing, making company with opposite gender, copying assignments, tutorials, records, etc. without self-effort. I will tell you here, you see, I was a very good student. So, when I was studying, there is what is known as a engineering drawing, geometrical drawing as well as machine drawing. It will take a very long time to solve a problem in a engineering drawing. So it is tedious, time consuming. I used to sit up to 3 o'clock, midnight, and complete it. Then my sheet will go on circulation. They take it. Friends will come and ask. So generally we can't refuse to give. So they take it. And after his completion, he will not return it to me. He will pass it on to his next friend. So they used to do what is known as glass plating. That means you keep a glass plate above your, what do you call, drawing sheet, and keep an electrical bulb. So because of that illumination, now this paper becomes transparent. They keep their drawing paper, plain paper on that, and then they just copy it. Finish. What I could do in 5 hours, 6 hours, they will finish off in half an hour. This is what they used to do. How will they learn drawing? Anyway, so that is what they do. You should not do such things. So you should not do copying of assignments, tutorials, records, etc. without self-effort. Wasting time terribly in infructuous exercises, absenting classes, indulging in lavish spending, etc. Taking everything in casual fashion, including studies. As a result, they may just manage a degree but lack fundamentals and basic engineering skills and also knowledge. At the end, they miss the placement bus and they fail to get any job. They feel frustrated in life because they studied prestigious engineering and they can't now do meekly jobs. So social image gets badly beaten. It affects in marriage and future settlement, etc. So avoid all these pitfalls. I had my own roommate in first year who fell in bad company. He neglected studies and used to take drugs towards the end of the year. You know, these drugs, by taking these drugs, he can work whole night. That is how he used to think. Ultimately, he failed first year. However, he gave the impression at home that he passed. So he used to get money every month by MO, and he used to stay outside the hostel in a rented room. Finally, he lost his engineering seat. There were many students who spoiled their lives like that. You can imagine to what extent students change in first year. If I say that pass percentage of my immediate seniors batch in the first year of engineering at NIT Warangal in 1962-63 was just 18%. Engineering profession teaches you many novel and new ideas to bring out your creativity. For this, your first year lays the foundation. Unless you take all care to see that you lay a very strong foundation for yourself, instead of being an asset to the nation, you become a burden to yourself, your family, and the society at large. What all technological facilities you are enjoying today in society are created by another engineer like you. So, you must shape yourself as the future architect of the nation. Up to intermediate, you are taught most of the subjects in a spoon-feeding fashion. In engineering, within 4 years, the faculty has to cover the whole branch of engineering. So there is no time to leisurely teach you the lessons. Further, they have to go deep into the subject, and so teaching faculty would be under pressure to cover the entire syllabus. So you must attend all classes, Take notes in the class. If you are absent for any class for unavoidable reasons, you must copy the notes from friends. Remember that unlike 10 plus 2 stage, in engineering, you have the semester system for exams, which leaves you with very little latitude in postponement and procrastination of the task required to be done by you. You must train yourself for this new change. Further, for every subject, 50% marks are rewarded internally by the teaching faculty, which also enters your final marks memo, and all these marks determine your final CGPA. You must depend on yourself, teaching faculty, good books and library, but not on guides. If at all you buy any guides, please note that they are only to score a few more marks, but not for learning the concepts and skills required in your engineering. You must, during first year, lay a very strong foundation for not only your 4 years engineering, but for 40 years of your career and for leading a successful life as an engineer. Apart from your technical knowledge in engineering subjects, you must learn good English to express your views on all matters, both engineering and non-engineering. Further, you should also develop your behavioral attributes which are conducive for successful life in office and outside, in your job and society. It is estimated that about 1.5 million engineers are being produced in India annually. However, roughly about 1.2 million engineers among them do not cultivate proper technical skills, proper cognitive skills, and proper behavioral predispositions. As a result, 80% graduate engineers do not succeed in getting properly employed, that is, getting unemployed or underemployed. This is a very sad state of affairs. You must endeavor your best to avoid this situation. If time permits, interact with as many groups of people as possible in technical debates, cultural activities, etc. Meet your seniors and try to learn the tricks of being successful in your profession and in placement. If you become a good engineer, you don't have to regret in life about your employment, marriage, or social status. How much you have struggled to get into engineering, that much you must struggle to be a successful engineer. So best of luck, my dear. You have worked hard in your teenagers to get into the engineering. Work more hard in your youth to get out of the engineering college and also get into the engineering profession to enjoy the prime of your youth. So, in this connection, somebody has asked me, how has your life changed after getting into IIT or NIT? My answer is, I was from a rural background, having studied in the high school in Telugu medium. Even though my intermediate was in English medium, I was neither able to construct a sentence in English, nor I was able to speak a single sentence in English. With this background, I joined NIT Warangal in 1963. Now, I will tell you what happened and what experience I had on the first day and the first lecture in an engineering college. These experiences are unforgettable. I was from a rural background, as I told you. I studied up to 11th. Those days, we used to have 11th class in the last class in the high schools. 11th class was also called SSLC, Secondary School Leaving Certificate, in Telugu medium. Now, later on, they made it high school. 10th is the last class. I studied many intermediate. I studied my intermediate in English medium. However, almost 100% of the students in intermediate were speaking in Telugu, and so we had no language problem. In first year engineering, the atmosphere was completely different. Students in IIT were drawn from all the states of India, as I already told you. So the common language for communication was only English. I neither knew English nor Hindi to speak to other classmates, except those from Andhra Pradesh. It was a very tough time for me to converse with my classmates, as I was handicapped, being not able to speak fluently either in English or Hindi. But most of the other classmates were very fluently speaking in English, as if English was their mother tongue. This was almost a lifetime shock for me, and I wondered whether I would survive in such an atmosphere. We had our classes in the high school as well as in the college during intermediate, starting from 10 o'clock in the morning. So we used to go rather leisurely to the high school or the college. However, in engineering, our classes were starting at 7:10, that is morning 7 o'clock, 10 minutes in the morning in our engineering college. This added fuel to the fire. Messes for breakfast were open from 6 o'clock, so one has to get up early to finish natural calls, brushing, bathing, and dressing. And we used to have about 11 lecture classes per day for 6 days of the week at the rate of 50 minutes per each lecture. Morning 7 classes and evening 4 classes. First lecture is from 7:10 to 8 o'clock. Second lecture is from 8 o'clock to 8:50. Third lecture is from 8:50 to 9:40. Fourth lecture is from 9:40 to 10:30. Fifth lecture is from 10:40 to 11:20. Sixth lecture is from 11:20 to 12:10. Seventh lecture is from 12:10 to 1300 hours. That is 1 o'clock. Now 1300 hours to 1400 hours, there is a lunch break. We used to rush to the messes, but there already all the seats are filled up because students who came first, they will occupy the chairs there or the dining table, and we used to reserve our seat for next in queue. And we used to take our lunch quickly and then come back to hostel room, pick up whatever material is required, and again go to college. Now, evening session of the college starts from 1400 hours. So, 8th lecture is from 1400 to 1450 hours. 9th lecture is from 1450 to 1540 hours. 10th lecture is from 1540 to 1630 hours. 11th lecture is from 1630 to 1720. 1630 to 1730, they used to give evening coffee and tea. And evening 1800 to 2030 dinner, and 2130 to 2200 night milk. Mess closes by 10 o'clock, that is 2200 hours. Moreover, the speed at which the lecturers would cover the lessons were almost undigestible for me, because what we normally study in a quarter year, that is 3 months during BA, BSc in an ordinary arts and science college, would be completed in an engineering college in just 2-3 lectures. If I go late to the class by 5 minutes, I would miss the introduction given by the lecturer to the topic, and it was becoming very difficult to follow the further lecture. We used to get exhausted by listening to 7 lectures at a stretch in the morning, and used to walk fast to the dining halls with hungry stomachs. As the entire college is let out for lunch at 1300 hours, there used to be heavy rush at the dining hall at that time. As soon as we finished our lunch, we had to rush to the classroom for evening lectures. Evening session, though was less heavy, but it used to add to the burden of the morning session. Now we had to study all the class notes of all the 11 classes at different subjects for the next day's class. This was considered too heavy for me to digest in a day. So it was a sea change for me for the transition during the first day in the first year of engineering. With the language problem, with classmates, as well as the first lecture in the engineering college. Coverage being at a very fast rate in a multiple number of subjects, some subjects being hard, new and unfamiliar on many fronts, examples being engineering drawing, engineering materials, workshop practice, tinsmithy, blacksmithy, carpentry, etc. However, by third year of my engineering, that is 3 by 2 as it was being called those days, as engineering those days was for 5 years, I was not only fluent in English, but I was also one of the spokespersons to brief students on various matters pertaining to the college. So soon after joining the NIT Warangal, I had almost taken about a week to adjust to the new atmosphere. I was brought up in a very conservative way right from my childhood. Having been from the rural background, we were the first users of the college buildings, college campus, hostel blocks, messes, etc. It was not comfortable with the well sanitation toilets to start with. I was getting a feeling that I was defecating on the same spot as my previous fellow had defecated. Many were feeling similarly. So, 3 to 4 of us used to go to the railway track for defecating in the mornings. After 3 to 4 days, we got used to the new system. Taking bath also was becoming a problem because all the students had to go to the college at the same time and only 4 bathrooms used to be there for about 30 students. So the constraints on the 4 toilets, 4 bathrooms for the 30 students of the hostel was a big constraint. In course of time, we got adjusted to these constraints. The other problems of the class load of 11 classes in a day was given already earlier. We used to have water scarcity in summer and the problem cold water bathing in the winter. Food was not a problem for us because we used to have one full Andhra vegetarian mess, one full Andhra non-vegetarian mess, followed by full-fledged North Indian and South Indian messes, and a canteen run by a private contractor within the campus. Moreover, college being a professional teaching institute, there were not many distractions. Faculty was the best faculty, and we used to enjoy their teaching, particularly because the senior professors used to teach and introduce the subjects to the freshers in the beginning. They used to lay strong foundations in the engineering subject. There were lots of clubs and sports facilities to spend your spare time. Annual intercollegiate sports meets and annual functions used to be arranged on a grand scale every year. Pictures used to be screened twice in a week on 16 projector and the terrace of the technical building. There was no auditorium in our time. Overall, it was a sea change in NIT Warangal for me in particular, as I was from a rural background and not knowing English. However, I passed in first division with distinction in 1968, being the first batch metallurgist, and got my first job in DRDO, DMR, Hyderabad, within 4 months of my passing out, with a salary of 525 rupees 25 paisa per month. I served DRDO for 37.5 years and retired in 2006. I love the NIT Warangal, its faculty, and the campus. So there are many other things. I don't think we will discuss all of them because they may not be relevant. I don't say that they are irrelevant, but when we are talking about, I mean, there are fee structure, facilities, hostel facilities, faculty, alumni, campus life, exam structure, course curriculum, all these things. I think I will skip. I collected the material, but I will skip it. And now I will talk about what are the scholarships criteria at NIT Warangal. Please give detailed information regarding this. Somebody has asked this question. So I am giving my answer. Scholarships at NIT Warangal were mainly 10 types, as far as I know. See, why I am giving NIT Warangal is because I studied there. You will have similar things at other NITs. So one is Institute Merit Scholarship. Criteria, high CGPA after the first semester. Mostly cut-off CGPA would be 9.2 per 10. That is, varies between 9.1 plus is necessary to get scholarship. Amount would be your full tuition fee for 2 semesters. That is 70,000 rupees. This I gathered in 2018. So the present rate may be slightly different from what I am giving here. So these are 2018 rates. Amount will be debited into your bank account within 15 to 25 days after your last date. A filing form after first semester usually happens in January. Caste criteria, purely via merit, SGPA quota only. There is no caste criteria. For first year, cutoff would be your first semester SGPA. For second year, cutoff would be your first year first semester plus first year second semester SGPA, merit in your branch, and same for third year and fourth years too. Next, second variety of scholarship is MHRD scholarship. Criteria: JEE mains rank must be less than 2000. It takes 2 to 3 years to debit into account normally, but when you are in final year, you may receive without much delay. There is no caste discrimination here. Next, third is national scholarship. Usually eligible for all students. Criteria would be good inter marks and SSC percentage, mains rank, that is JEE mains rank. There will be no cutoff usually, but it depends on how many were applied, and based on usually process goes on. Amount will be 10,000 rupees usually, debits in 8 to 10 months. No caste discrimination for this too. Next is TSC pass scholarship. Criteria: caste criteria is there. OBC, EBC, SC, ST only are eligible for this. Region only Telangana. Last 7 years from intermediate, 5 years must be in Telangana state education for application. So usually all above category students are eligible to apply. Income will play a crucial role here to get this scholarship. If they are having less income, less than 1 lakh, chances are high, and more than this, chances are good. But takes time to get your name in the list. Need to submit all your original Xerox certificates in admin building for proof in 3 sets. Amount will be mostly 50,000 rupees. SC/ST people will receive money more faster than OBC, EBC people. Takes 2 to 3 years to debit into your account. You need to apply every year for renewal. Chances would be less if you won't apply. Renewal, sometimes it happens, so be careful. Next is E-Pass scholarship. Exactly same as fourth one discussed above. Eligibility: Andhra state students only are eligible. Of course, now Andhra state has been divided, so only Telangana state students will be eligible. Takes 2 to 3 years to debit. Rajasthan scholarship, other states too. Usually state criteria would be playing a role here to apply. Based on the name of scholarship, people will apply. It takes 1 to 2 years mostly to debit into your account. Number of students selection would be less here compared to other scholarships. If you are eligible for 1 or 2 type scholarship, above type, your money won't be debited. Money would be returned. Decent marks play a role here mostly. DASA scholarship. Next one is DASA scholarship. Criteria would be you must be a DASA student. Your education would be other than India to apply this. Money will be in lakhs of rupees. Less students will be receiving this scholarship. Next is SC/ST PWD students. Criteria would be SC/ST PWD students. Money will be 70,000 rupees. Usually debits in 1 to 1.5 years. Mostly every PWD student will get this scholarship. Women scholarship. Mostly it is based on merit basis. Only girls are eligible to apply. Very less people will be receiving this scholarship usually. Next is Tata Women Merit Scholarship. Usually for girls from second year, it is based on merit. Only few branches are eligible. You will be given internship offer if they likes you and your profile. Sometimes PTO will also be given to some students. Note points to be remembered. You can't receive more than 1 scholarship, excluding merit. You can get merit and MHRD scholarship at a time. When you got 10,000 rupees scholarship first into your account, you won't get any scholarship. Maybe bigger or lesser than 10,000. You won't receive, excluding the merit scholarship. You must clear all your subjects to get this scholarship. I have known many students who have lost their scholarship amount because of their backlog. So be careful. If you are SC/ST student and you have not paid any money for tuition fees, you too won't get any scholarship. Sometimes you have to apply for renewal, apply in second, third, and fourth year for some above scholarship. Otherwise, you may have a chance to lose money. Make sure to be ready with the document, Xerox and original too, mainly main score, card, enter, SSC, Aadhaar, etc. Always maintain an income and caste certificate with you. Keep updating the certificate too. You can apply to any number of scholarships, but you will receive only one scholarship. So this is about scholarship that one is eligible at NIT. So I think I will stop it here. But today I will pray God for my omissions and commissions. Om यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्रा हीनं चेद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव परमेश नमोऽस्तु ते हरिः ओम् तत्सत्
Hari Om, sir.
हरि ओम् సో జయంత్
Yes, sir.
ఎట్లా వచ్చింది రికార్డింగ్ వచ్చిందా బాగా
రికార్డింగ్ స్పష్టంగా వచ్చింది సార్. ఐ మీన్ మీ ఇమేజ్ అంతా క్లియర్గా ఉంది. వాయిస్ కూడా అంటే వాయిస్ నాకంత స్ట్రాంగ్గా వినిపించలేదు, బట్ మీ వైపు ప్రాపర్గా రికార్డ్ అయింది.
ఓకే
సో
సో ఇంకేంటి
ఇంకా సాధన గోయింగ్ వెల్ సార్. వర్క్ కూడా ఇంటెన్స్గా ఉంది, సాధన బాగా జరుగుతుంది. సో ఫుల్ ఆన్ యాక్షన్. సమర్థ్ కూడా బాగా అల్లరి చేస్తున్నాడు. వాడు బాగా బాగా అల్లరి చేస్తున్నాడు. సో ఇప్పుడు కారు వాడే నడుపుతా అంటున్నాను. సో అంత అంటే డే అంతా యాక్షన్ ఓరియంటెడ్ గానే ఉంది అంత.
డోంట్ అలౌ
అబ్సల్యూట్లీ. సో ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ నిన్న యాక్చువల్లీ సాయంత్రము సుందరాకాండ పారాయణం చేస్తున్నాను సార్. సో హనుమల వారు సీతమ్మను ఓదారుస్తున్న ఘట్టం ఉంటుంది కదా సార్, అది చదివాను. చదివిన తర్వాత నా పూజా మందిరంలో లక్ష్మీదేవి విగ్రహం ఉంది. ఆవిడని చూసేసరికి సడన్లీ ఆవిడ ముఖం వెలుగుతున్నట్టు నవ్వుతున్నట్టు అనిపించింది అనమాట. అంటే ఎంతైనా ఆవిడే కదా, ఆవిడ ఆనందించినంత భావన కలిగింది చాలా స్పష్టంగా. సో నిన్న సాయంత్రం జరిగింది ఆ సంఘటన. సో అది వర్క్ ఇట్స్ ఇంటెన్స్ బట్ ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ వెల్ యాక్చువల్లీ.
గుడ్. నువ్వేదో నన్ను అడిగినట్టున్నావు
సార్.
If you ask me, I will answer that now.
సార్ వాట్ ఐ వాస్ ట్రైంగ్ టు సీక్ దేర్ ఏంటంటే సార్, టిపికల్లీ ఐ మీన్ ఇది పరమాత్మ గీతలో తస్మాత్ సర్వేషు కాలేషు ఆ ఒక్క వర్స్లో చెప్పినట్టు, ఇప్పుడు ఎస్పెషల్లీ వేర్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ వెరీ హై ఇంటెన్స్ టు కార్పొరేట్ జాబ్ యాక్చువల్లీ, మై థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ వాజ్ యూ విల్ డూ దట్ జాబ్ with an inner orientations towards Ishwara, because you have to do that job because you have to feed your family, and you do that as an act of your expression to Ishwara. అలా చేసుకుంటూ, కానీ వాట్ టిపికలీ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇన్ అ కార్పొరేట్ ఇస్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ యూ డోంట్ సీ పీపుల్ యాక్టింగ్ విత్ రైటియస్నెస్ యాక్చువల్లీ. సో బికాస్ యూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ యువర్ స్వధర్మ అండ్ పరమాత్మ సేస్ ఈవెన్ దెర్ ఆర్ డెఫిషియన్సీస్ ఇన్ యువర్ స్వధర్మ, యూ హ్యావ్ టు యాక్సెప్ట్ ఇట్ అండ్ మూవ్ ఆన్. సో ఐ వాజ్ సేయింగ్ దట్ ఈస్ దట్ ద వే టు అప్రోచ్ ఇట్ అన్నది ఐ వాజ్ seeking, sir.
This is given in 8th chapter, the Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, sir.
Now, after actually God wanted to tell about Srishti, Sthiti and Laya, creation, sustenance and destruction. So he covered creation in 7th chapter. He actually wanted to continue that in 8th chapter about sustenance. But suddenly, Arjuna asked 7 questions. So when he has asked 7 questions, all of a sudden, God has to tell him about destruction first rather than sustenance. Kim tat brahma kimadhyatvam kim karma purushottama adibhutam cha kim karma adhidaivam kimuchyate adhiyajnam katham kotra dehesmin madhusodana prayana kale picha ఇట్లా అడుగుతాడు. అడిగేసరికి పరమాత్మ దానికి కిం తద్బ్రహ్మ, దేవుడు అంటే ఎవరని అడుగుతాడు. దేవుడు అంటే ఎవరంటే బ్రహ్మ అంటే దేవుడు అనమాట. కిం తద్బ్రహ్మ అంటే అక్షరం బ్రహ్మ పరమం అని సమాధానం చెప్తాడు. అంటే వాట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ బీయింగ్ డిస్ట్రాయిడ్, విచ్ ఈస్ persisting in all the 3 times, that is past, present as well as future, that is God అని చెప్తాడు. Of course, he will tell about other things also. But here, he also asked to know, what do you call, why at the time of death also one has to meditate on God. For that, God tells, yam yam api smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tameva iti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita. That means, whatever you are contemplating at the time of one's death, with that same contemplation, the next birth comes.
Yes.
So, God advises that you contemplate only on me so that you will be attached to me. Yam yam api smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tameva iti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita అంటాడు కదా. So, but to remember God always is very difficult. Particularly at the time of death, how one can remember. So for that he says, you always keep contemplating on me. While you are engaged in your work also, you keep chanting my name internally, in the heart of hearts. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha అంటాడు. అంటే సర్వకాల సర్వావస్థల్లోనూ, that means sada means tasmat sarveshu kaleshu, all the time you keep chanting my name, so that even in the middle of your sleep, if you are awakened, you will remember God, because it becomes a byword for you. So that Arjuna was being a Kshatriya, he was doing what? So you are a chartered accountant, you are doing chartered accountancy job, engineer does engineering job, doctor does doctor job, like that. You keep doing your job, but keep remembering God always.
So here the doubt I have is, today the corporate setups, especially today I have a 11-member team, and this is something I see across my team members or in other places also. The environments are becoming very hostile, sir. Today, the kind of relationship you have with your boss or across the corporate environments, it's my way or highway, typically, more often than not. So somewhere, though it's not a real battlefield actually, like what Arjuna had to face, but in a certain sense, actually, it seems like a certain kind of battle on a day-to-day basis. So then the point is, how do you kind of handle that battle? Uh, that's where the challenge arises actually.
It is challenging, no doubt, but
Yes, sir.
you see, only one can, one in the God himself has answered this question. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschidjadati siddhaye yatatamapi siddhanam kachinmam vetti tattvada. That means, out of many thousands of people, only one fellow will try to know about me. Manushyanam sahasreshu. But among those thousands of people who are trying to know about God, only one will know. So it is not easy to know about God. But in this connection, I would advise you, I think today only I posted in our this one, uh, Modi, how he has been in the last, I think 1992 it started, 1992 to 2026. That means almost 35 years.
Yes.
You will be convinced that he had a very firm conviction in life. Every time he got elected, he is sworn in, and then so many people asked so many things, but he is unmoved, unperturbed. I really like this. One should have an approach like that.
Understood.
What God really tells you. See, whatever you are doing, you do it with a goal, with a direction, with a focus, with an objective. Huh? So when you do that, you will not deviate from your path. You will adhere to your path. And you are bound to achieve success because God indirectly helps those people who are doing that. This is the
Understood.
secret I am telling you.
Understood.
God indirectly helps them. So, in fact, I just wondered, I think today only I posted it. I myself was wondering what, firm conviction Modi has got. So, not all people can have such firm convictions.
Understood. Understood.
So, you must have firm convictions because once you believe God, you will have firm conviction. So, that takes you to tide over all your problems. Colleagues, generally, they're, they will drag you in different directions, but you'll be able to manage. I had a lot of, difficulty at every stage. And for this, God has told, Jnanino Nitya Vairina. Jnani faces Nitya Vairina. Nitya Vairina means
Constant
hostile
battle.
atmosphere. Nityam,
Understood.
that means all the 24 hours you will face hostile atmosphere. So that is inevitable. This is how
Understood.
the world is, but you will be able to navigate.
Well understood.
So have firm faith in God, keep doing your job, and whatever comes result, don't get swayed by the result. You think that this is what perhaps I deserve. Okay?
Understood, sir. Understood.
So anything else?
That's it, sir. That's it.
Yeah. You will have hostility.
Yes, sir.
Take it from me, 100% hostility.
Yes, sir.
But your steering must be perfect.
Understood.
Okay?
Understood.
See, a person makes accident while he is driving on the road, not because he is not cautious, but because of others' faults, he will be involved in the accident. So you must not only drive yourself carefully, following the rules of the road, but you must watch others who are violating the rules of the road. Okay?
Understood.
That is why I don't know whether you studied this. In engineering, we study what is known as SWOT analysis.
It's a strength, weakness, opportunities. We read it.
You make for every event or incident, make SWOT analysis. Then you will know where you stand. Then you will know how to steer yourself.
Understood.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, if you know, You can reach your goal, but not smoothly, but with difficulty also you will reach.
Sure,
Okay?
sir. Well noted, sir. Okay.
Okay?
Hari Om, sir. Hari.
Okay. Hari Om. Hari Om.